Good day, everybody. So here we are with another suppressor. Kind of take a look at it. So we have an unknown munition or unknown suppressors USOG. It's a 30 caliber hole there, and way down there, you can't quite see it. I'll get a light for you. If you look down there, is the threads. Okay, so this is an over the barrel suppressor. There's the threads for you. Those are threaded to 5/8 by 24. Should be a standard thread length for all that. So this thing weighs like 10 something ounces. It actually feels nice, pretty hefty in the hand. Here, I'll back out a little bit. And so 30 cal, like I said, it's rated to 133 decibels is what they say. I have a 308 20-inch barrel, some certain thing, certain ammunition. I got this one to go on a 7mm, so it's Cerakote green, but it's grade 23 titanium. It's solid one piece, and I got this one. This is going on a hunting rifle, period. That's what I got it for, because it only goes to like right there on the barrel. So there's only 4 inches in front of the barrel, 4 inches behind. So it's got kind of like a reflex system back here. So the blast chamber actually extends back. So I like this one. Something to keep in mind. I'll mention it in one of my other videos. So when it threads in there, and here, I'll take this. So let's say this is the barrel. This is cool. So let's say imagine this was the barrel and this is the suppressor, and it goes up. Okay, so when it's threaded in here and it doesn't go all the way in, what can happen is I can't see it right there. This little area right here, carbon can build up, so the bore would be right here, and then around here, carbon can build up. On the Tikas, sometimes the threads are not great. You might have to chase them with what's it called? Chase it with a threading die. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, you'll chase the threads out because the carbon will get built up there if you're switching it from one to the next. And not all the barrels are threaded exactly the same on the end. So I have one that actually threads pretty much exactly almost flush inside here with the threads. And it's like, I think it's like a 0.600 inches is what it's supposed to be from the shoulder up. And so that's what can happen. So you have to chase the threads with a thread tap, and it'll clean that out. But be careful, So that's something I've noticed. Going from a Tika that I shoot on, a Seiko that I shoot on, to a custom barrel that this one's going to stay on forever. The other thing to know is there is a taper from this outside diameter. Well, I should say this inside diameter here. So this from here to here is somewhere in the 850. 0.850 is what they said. And then down there, this one's made for barrels that finish at 750. They shoulder up real nice at 750. I had one that actually measured out for the initial shoulder. It was at, hold on, let me remember, 787. Strange number. So at 787, it did not want to shoulder right. So I was told it was like 782, but you're getting really to the limits. Well, it didn't matter. It needed to be turned down. So I had the barrel turned down just a little bit to 750, and believe it or not, shouldered right up. And then right here, where the barrel is at, I'll add a picture. It's actually at 835. So 0.835 inches where the barrel is at. And it has a nice tight looking, and it doesn't touch anywhere in there. You can get paper down there. So it works good. I haven't shot it yet, haven't developed any loads. I think there's something there. I bet you there's like, I can count the baffles in here. You can see the rings. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 1 right there, 5, and then 6, and then you have the end. So it's like 6 baffles. I like the sound of this. It's got a little, they claim it's got a hollow tone to it. You can look at the videos and like kind of gauge for yourself. But I definitely like this suppressor. It's a decent one. I wouldn't be afraid to get them, but it's definitely, it feels heavy and pretty robust. So, but that's it. Pretty simple. One piece, nothing really go wrong. Just those threads, take care of them, and don't force it down on that barrel. The gunsmith I use, he also mentioned that the printed, 3D printed titanium suppressors like these, first initial shots, they got a lot of dust in there. And in the end of one of my other videos, you'll find when I'm comparing them all on the guns, I knocked the dust out because that was a brand new Reaper that I shot, and there definitely was some dust in there. So if you got a super expensive barrel, maybe you don't want to have, you know, titanium dust kind of floating back in your brand new fancy barrel if you got one, or maybe you don't care, so you can do whatever you want. But it's just, you know, something to keep in mind. Down there in the bottom, let's see if I can get the light on again. You can see where it kind of shoulders up there. Doesn't seem to get too dirty down there. Stays pretty clean. But also the shoulder that this one, the barrel it shoulders up to, is pretty well matched. And it was very consistent right here. So it looks good. Nice suppressor. I definitely suggest getting one if you want one. It is not the quietest one out there, I'll tell you that. The Reaper is definitely quieter. On the same gun, you'll definitely notice it. It's definitely quieter. But this one, nice, easy to shoot. But just, if anybody's wanting to know, just, these weren't quite out, but I went ahead and got them because they fit my needs. So, hope that helps. All right, have a good day.